Okay, I've been working like 3 jobs. Probably why I never see ya. Probably why I never have time for the fake friends that won't be ya. Oh God, I've been running now.
Alright everybody, what is going on? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to be looking at number 19 on the NFL's greatest players of all time list. His name is Bronko. What a name. What a character. What a player. Even though I don't know anything about him, but I'm about to, and so are you. So stick around guys, I'm going to roll the intro and see you in a minute.
The quicker you're here, the faster you go. That's why where I come from, the only thing we know is
Okay, we've got Bronko Nagurski. Now where does that name sound like it comes from? Probably like Russia or Yugoslavia or Nagurski. I'm honestly not sure. Let's find out. Bronko Nagurski. Presented by Jim Dent.
Bronko dragged the NFL out of the back alleys and into the American consciousness because he was so big. He was an enormous man. I mean, his forearms looked like a lot of people's thighs. He was 6'3", and he was 235 pounds, and he was playing fullback.
That's what you want.
And back then...
That is what you want. In fact, that's what you want today, man. That is the kind of size I want to see running backs as today. 6'3", 230, 240. They just don't make them like they used to.
Big. You know, they were 200 to 220. Bronko ran the football like he was boiling over with rage. He was one of the greatest big running backs in the history.
He's allowed to get back up.
On offense, defense, and special teams, Bronko Nagurski punished everyone in his path. End zone to end zone, sideline to sideline.
Get him, Bronko! Bang!
Not only did Nagurski excel at multiple positions, he was a champion in multiple sports.
Nice work.
These guys are making
That blocker did nothing. It was all Bronko.
$3,000 or $4,000 a year. It's the Depression. So Bronko went out and he got himself into wrestling. Because in football, attendance wasn't that great back then. Wrestling was. And everybody wanted to see him because he had so much notoriety. And in 1937,
They were doing fucking suplexes back in the 50s.
he actually retired
Wow.
to go full-time into wrestling.
Just as he had the NFL, Bronko overwhelmed the wrestling world, owning the title belt in 1937, 39, and 41.
It's a small belt.
By 1943, World War II had depleted Chicago's roster, forcing the Bears to try and re-enlist Nagurski.
George Hallis was at war, and he sent a telegram, signed Bronko Nagurski. But they knew the guy hadn't played in 6 years. They knew his legs were dead. They knew he had gained some weight, so they put him at tackle. And he was very, very effective in 1943 as a tackle.
As the football season went on and on, the Army kept drafting, football players. They came to the point where they drafted all our fullbacks because the Bears were out of fullbacks. And we were getting at the end
Put Bronko back at fullback, mate. He's still got it.
of the season, and we had a chance for the title. Some of my teammates, they suggested to move me back, that I could still cut the buck at fullback.
So in the final regular season game of 1943, Bronko was tapped to lug the leather for the first time in 6 years.
The Bears were down 24-14 going into the fourth quarter. Bronko is an old man. He came off the bench and led the Bears to 2 touchdowns to get them into the championship game.
The Bears went on to win the 1943 title, the third of Bronko's career. 20 years
Boom! He still got it.
He was selected as a charter member of the Pro Football Hall of Fame in what he called the most thrilling moment of his life.
You have to remember him
Oh, so he was one of the members that got inducted in the first round.
as a guy who brought a lot of attention to the NFL, who won 3 championships, who came back after 6 years. Think about that. Nobody today could come back after 6 years and lead his team to a championship. And I think that's the real value of Bronko Nagurski.
Yeah, man, that's definitely. I don't think has that happened before? Maybe it will tell me on his page if he's got the longest gap between regular season NFL games played. Alright, well, it's probably not going to tell me, but he did unbelievably start his professional career in 1930 to 1937, in which time he went to wrestling. And then he came back in 43. 6 years later, 6 years after retiring from professional football. That's insane. And during World War II, professional football teams, here we go, returned to the Bears for 1 season. He scored a touchdown in the Bears' championship victory against the Washington Redskins, served 1 season as backfield coach for UCLA in 1944, and finally returned to wrestling until his retirement in 1960. So he began wrestling in 1937, and he retired from wrestling in 1960 at the age of 52. He died January 7th, 1990, aged 81. What a legend. Anyways, guys, if you have enjoyed that video, hit that like button. If you want to subscribe for more, please do. And I'll see you back here for another one very soon. Peace out.